Hi, I'm Mike Preston, Secretary of Commerce and Executive Director of the Arkansas Economic Development Commission. Thanks for joining us today on this update on the COVID-19 pandemic that we're facing in Arkansas and throughout our country. I want to talk a little bit about the actions that we're trying to take to overcome this, both on the health side and then on the economic side. First, I want to talk about the announcement coming from Governor Hutchinson on April 18th. The governor announced that day the Economic Recovery Task Force. This task force is to develop a strategic plan and industry-specific strategy for the governor that we can make as we try to reopen business in Arkansas and get things back in the full swing of commerce. This task force includes more than 30 leaders from industries across the state, across different sectors, who will examine the impact of COVID-19 on their business and look what it means for doing business in the future. How do we get ready for that May 4th date of hopefully a phase 1 opening of the state of Arkansas? What is it going to mean for those businesses and how are they going to operate? The second phase would be a more detailed report sometime mid to end of May that's going to talk about how we have a full opening within the state of Arkansas, what it's going to require and the things and the steps that we need to take as businesses to get ready for that. And then the end of this committee will be kind of a third phase, long-term planning. How do we better prepare in the future? How can we innovate, think differently in our state of Arkansas of what the new normal actually feels like and how we're going to work through that. So I'm excited to be a member of this committee. I'll actually be a subcommittee chair along with fellow cabinet secretaries and Secretary Wes Ward from the Department of Agriculture and Secretary Stacy Hurst from the Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism. The governor has asked Stuart Walton to chair this committee. We held our first meeting earlier this morning, and Chairman Walton kicked us off and gave us the directives of which we're going to focus on. We'll be following up with a number of subcommittee meetings and then getting back together quite frequently as a group, committee of the whole to discuss the strategy and make a report and recommendation to the governor. So I'd like to see that we are moving forward and trying to get our economy on track as best we can. An update on the Paycheck protection program. In Arkansas, we had 21,754 approved loans in our state. That's generated more than $2.7 billion for those businesses to give them some relief in this time. We're hopeful that a new deal will be reached in Congress very soon, and those pending several thousand that are still out there worth more than $1 billion will hopefully shake free as well, and we'll get that additional help to businesses that we need. On April 20th, the Department of Commerce announced it will award $10 million to provide financial assistance to 27 rural hospitals in the state whose operations have been severely impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. These funds will help to go to those rural hospitals throughout the state. We're also included in there $500,000 to UAMS to support their telehealth medicine for their rural facilities that they have around the state. And as telemedicine has become such an important part of this pandemic, it's more vital now than ever that we have access in those rural communities to the telehealth medicine. So we're excited about that and our ability to get those funds out the door. Next, an update on our unemployment insurance. We recently launched a new website. It's arunemployment.com, and this is to provide the latest updates related to COVID-19 and unemployment benefits. I think this is going to be very important for folks who are looking to get more information related to the pandemic unemployment assistance. Again, that's the assistance that is available to those who are self-employed, independent contractors, or freelancers. We are in the process, again, of building our system to be able to intake those applications and begin processing them. Hopefully that'll come by the end of this month. But in the meantime, I would encourage you to go to arunemployment.com. There you can sign up for email updates. It helps us if we can capture your email address. You'll be asked for your email, your name, and the county in which you are filing your claim. And then we'll be able to send you updates of what you can do in the meantime. And then once we have the system up and running, we'll be able to notify you via email. We've already had over 10,000 people sign up for this email. So we know there's a lot of interest and a lot of demand out there for that pandemic unemployment assistance. But again, I encourage you to go to that website, arunemployment.com. And by the end of April, as I said, we should have that system in place, and we'll get those funds flowing just as fast as we can. Again, if you are looking to file for unemployment, you can go to that website, and there's a link on there to click File Online, or you can go directly to our EasyArc site. That's easyarc.adws.arkansas.gov. You can go there 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., 7 days a week, or you can call our hotline, 1-844-908-2178, Monday through Saturday, 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. We've added additional lines and additional staff to that hotline, so even though the wait times might seem long, we do have additional people who are trying to filter through all this. So we are heading in the right direction there. We're getting the system built. We're intaking all this information via our website. Again, stay tuned to that website and make sure you upload your information so we have that data available when the time is right. Finally, I want to leave you with another example of an inspiration from an Arkansas business. For more than half a century, Americo Vinyl and Fabric in West Memphis has served the restaurant industry with quality linen and vinyl tablecloths and upholstery. But the arrival of COVID-19 forced businesses in the restaurant and hospitality industry to close their doors. Almost overnight, Americo's phone stopped ringing and orders dried up. But it wasn't long before the company found a way to make a positive impact. Americo employees used their skills and resources to shift gears when they saw a need in their community to produce cotton face masks and isolation gowns for local hospitals. Americo is currently in the process of outfitting its facility with the proper equipment to streamline processes in order to give even more masks and other PPE to those on the front lines battling this pandemic. We salute American Vinyl and Fabric and many other heroic businesses and individuals who continue to fight to keep jobs and help their fellow Arkansans. You can follow these stories at our website at arkansasedc.com/COVID-19. Again, I thank you all for taking the time to listen to this, reaching out to our team, and helping us as we try to navigate the waters of this pandemic and what it means. I feel very confident that what the state is doing and everyone following the governor and Dr. Smith's directives from the health department and the CDC, you can see our numbers trending in a favorable way. I think that's going to allow us to expedite our economic recovery task force and get that information out to those businesses who have been forced to close and figure out a way for them to reopen. And for those who haven't closed, figure out for them how that they can get those customers back in a safe, consistent, meaningful way that allows them to feel a sense of security when they're out shopping, whether it be in the retail sector or in the hospitality sector. We would first want to make sure everyone is safe, but then we also want to make sure that we're overcoming this financial pandemic that we're now in as well. Please stay tuned to updates. If you have ideas, thoughts, suggestions on the Economic Recovery Task Force, we're certainly open to those and looking to have input from businesses, from community leaders, and from those employees around the state who have been impacted. So please let us know. Feel free to give us that information. Please stay safe out there and stay tuned to our updates. Thank you.